How you doing, guys, and welcome to another Dark Souls video where I'll be playing Dark Souls Remastered. This time I've moved on to the next boss, the Great Grey Wolf Sith. Now this boss is completely optional, however because I'm a completionist and because I want to get through all the bosses, I decided to do him anyway. Now this boss, as the name surely suggests, is a giant great grey wolf. Now I am strongly against any kind of animal cruelty. However, this puppy can go get fucked. I mean, sure, he looks all nice and sweet right now, but you know he's been a bad dog when he picks up a giant fucking sword and tries to fucking own you with it. Now, for this boss, you're going to have to constantly keep changing between blocking and rolling. The reason being is because yes, the majority of his attacks can be blocked no problem. But there is two attacks in particular that you should avoid at all costs. The first one is this double spinning move that he does. Yes, the first time he spins you can block the move. Unfortunately, the second move comes along before you can recover and it will always hit you. The second move that you absolutely have to worry about is when the Great Grey Wolf is at a distance and he will charge at you, and this will do serious damage even if your shield is up. So to try and combat this, you should always try and stay as close to the Great Grey Wolf as possible. This will obviously also help in the fight itself, because while you're under the Great Wolf, you can deal some serious damage whilst avoiding his sword for the majority of the time. But as you can see, he does hop around quite a lot, so you're not going to be able to stay underneath him for too long. But that is definitely the place that you want to be. Now, while you're under there, try and focus on one leg at a time. The reason for this is because if you do enough damage to one of his legs, you can actually cripple him. And what this means is that he'll spend the remainder of a fight limping around. And if you manage to cripple more than one of his legs, then not only will it severely slow him down, but it'll also slow down his attacks as well. And it will also make them weaker. So definitely focus on the legs. Try and keep a good one in mind. Try and, say for example, go for the front left and stick to that one. And then after you notice that he's worn down on that, then move on to the front right. Of course, that's just my tactical advice to take on this boss. If you want to go into this fight swinging at anything that has fur on it, then by all means give that a go. It will probably work as long as you stay underneath him. Now, as I've already said, this boss is completely optional. However, it goes without saying there are benefits for defeating him. The first benefit, of course, is you'll get a shit ton of souls after defeating him. The second benefit is that in this area, after you've taken him out, of course, there will be a ring that you can pick up, and this is a pretty decent ring. And the third benefit, and this is probably the most important, is after you've defeated the Great Grey Wolf, you will get his soul, and later on in the game, when you've reached New Londor, you will be able to trade this soul in for a unique weapon. So yeah, even though this is optional, I do recommend doing it. And there you have it. That is another boss taken care of, and I'm going to move on and go to the next area where we can take on the next boss, who hopefully will prove more of a challenge. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope these tips helped you out, and I'll see you next time.